Hello everybody, here I am with Dr. Geoff Gammon. Good to see you again.
Hello, Bill.
We're going to be discussing some of the questions that he encounters. I've also got some questions of my own because I find this very fascinating, Dr. Geoff. How long and how did you get involved with exotic bird breeding?
Well, quite a while ago. But first, let me say to you, Bill, what a pleasure it is to
thank you very much.
Have you up here to meet with Dixie and I, and to bring my daughter Deborah at the same time. Congratulations on your considerable successes in the country music area, and I hope we'll get a song from you later. And it's not often we get a superstar from Nashville up here in his private jet to come and meet us simple folk with our few birds. But thanks for coming.
Very much.
I've lost the question. How did I get into it? I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I'm not as young as I used to be, and not as good as I once was, but I've been in breeding birds for many years, probably 50 years now, starting off with finches in England, and more recently in Ohio, moving into the hookbills, the exotic birds that we talk about. So I think it's been sort of evolution, and the longer I've been retired, the more birds I've accumulated, and it's the sort of thing that happens to people who love birds and love animals, like the two dogs I've got here.
So they do seem to accumulate.
They accumulate, yeah. And if it weren't for Dixie, I would have more. But you'll meet her later.
What types of species do you carry here at Forest Park here in Columbia Station, Ohio?
Well, they're mainly hookbills, conures in variety, different species of conures, parrots such as Senegal parrots, Quaker parrots, also parrotlets, cockatiels, and Quaker parrots, if I haven't listed those already. And so we've got birds in variety. We tend to concentrate on those that sell into the marketplace.
Okay. So you breed most or all of the birds here on your premises?
Yeah, every bird here I breed. No assistance apart from Dixie. And we keep pretty busy. And the thing I should have mentioned was that we also breed mutations of some of these birds.
Oh, I see.
Which are more difficult to come by. Blue parrotlets, yellow parrotlets.
So you make the exotic more exotic?
We add value that way, yes.
Fascinating.
So blue and yellow are the sort of mutation colours beyond the basic conure species.
What types of customers do you encounter? Who buys these birds?
Most of the customers we work with, we enjoy the company of. They tend to be customers who are themselves breeding birds, and they may be looking for a breeder pair or a spare male or a spare female. But mainly it's the pet market, so we ship nationwide our birds to customers who may be having their first bird, and these are hand-fed pet birds that are family-friendly, easily handled right away. Customers all over the USA, in fact.
I see, fascinating. I see some of the questions that you often encounter are, what's the difference between a pet bird and a breeder bird?
How long do we have? Basically, a breeder bird is one that's pretty close to its natural state. It's a sort of bird that is going to bond strongly to its partner, be it male or female. They tend not to like to be handled. They're bitey and flighty.
So the breeder birds are definitely not domesticated.
Not domesticated, although you can start off with a domesticated bird that doesn't get as much handling as the bird would like, which causes it to revert to natural status. On the other hand, a pet bird is one that's been removed from his parents at a very early age, probably 10 to 14 days, has been hand-fed in our nursery for 6-7 weeks, and then handled a lot in what we call our kindergarten.
I see.
That's Dixie's centre of activity. And then we do like to get the bird to the new owner, the customer, just as soon as it's weaned, so it has no time to bond to another bird or to revert to natural status. So the best time to buy a bird is straight from the nursery or straight from the kindergarten, and then for the training process to then begin.
I see. And I think we all know the difference between a male and a female, but how do you tell the difference?
In a very young bird, it's very difficult. Amongst the birds we breed, the word dimorphic comes into this. Dimorphic means that you can distinguish on feather coloration. But mostly, amongst the birds we breed, you have to get them DNA feather sexed or DNA blood sexed, and usually that process involves sending samples to a company called Aviaries Biotech in Florida, and then we get the DNA results back along with the certificate within just a few days.
So it's all very scientific.
That part of it is. Amongst the birds we breed, the only ones that are dimorphic are parrotlets, where you can tell a male from a female quite easily. And that's probably about it amongst our birds. So quakers, sun conures, green-cheeked conures do need DNA feather sexing.